Hello and welcome to Aternum Fortis. It's an absolute pleasure to have you here. I just want to walk you through the process of who I am, what we offer at Aternum Fortis, and what it will be like working with us. My name's Nathan Field, founder and lead coach of Aternum Fortis, committed to getting men in the best physical and mental shapes of their lives. The journey to getting here has been far from linear, but exercise has always been a cornerstone of my life and central to my passions. As a whistle-stop tour, I'll give you a quick overview of my journey. I'll then talk about what Aternum Fortis can offer and strives to achieve with men just like you. So, here's my story. I come from a working class background in the south of England. I'm one of 7, and that's 6 boys and 1 girl. Lucky her. From a young age, I was always obsessed with football and aspired to become a professional football player. At around the age of 16 or 17, the fact of the matter was I just wasn't good enough. So without football as a purpose or direction, I really didn't know what was next. I decided to go back to college and take my A-levels. And around this time, I started going to the gym and made some solid beginner gains. I'd always been stick thin as a boy, but the gym gave me that initial stage to growing confidence and self-esteem. I became obsessed with the gym. I was watching videos around the clock, any old video on YouTube, continually learning and encouraging my friends to join the gym. And a funny fact, I actually got 6 months free at my local gym for getting so many of my friends to sign up. But while I've always loved the gym, always loved fitness and physical health and nutrition, I never thought that me training my friends at the gym as a hobby would turn into something that I'm ultimately passionate about and launching my first business. So yes, fast forward a couple of years, I finished college with 3 A's at A-level and I got accepted into a top UK university. I fell into the party scene quite quickly at university, but there was always that itch to scratch in terms of fitness and nutrition, where I was always sort of dipping my toes in and out of that because something that I quite clearly aligned to. So I graduated in 2020, peak of the COVID era, and COVID pushed me back into the gym and into those good habits. Later on in the year after COVID, I would then move to London with a few of my good friends, where I'd work in the city as a banker. And look, London drinking culture was very hard to avoid, especially as I was told by senior management that drinking is part of the job. So yeah, I was closing multi-million-pound deals, earning more money than I'd ever seen in my life. I had some of the things I thought I wanted and needed, but ultimately it all fell flat and did very little towards my happiness.
By mid-2004, I found myself
falling into a depression and out of purpose. I always knew that fitness was the area that I loved and a really important part of my life that I've been neglecting for far too long. So at the start of June 2024, I finally took the plunge and started taking my level 2, 3 and 4 qualifications to become a personal trainer. At the same time, I was networking across the industry, working with top coaches and other pivotal figures in the industry. I started working with my first clients and transforming lives, and it all just clicked into place. It became addictive, purposeful, and I absolutely loved it. So also around this time, I finished a course of CBT, which transformed my mindset and the way that I look at things and the world and handle my own disruptive thoughts and mindsets. I come from quite a masculine background, quite a traditional background, so I know how taboo and quirky these types of mindset things can be, especially for blokes. But I'm really keen to push this forward and try to break that narrative because I know how beneficial and positive that can be for men's health in all areas of life as well. And this becomes even more important when you consider some of the harrowing statistics on male depression. So this brings me on to Aternum Fortis. So I launched Aternum Fortis, which is an online coaching platform committed to enhancing men's lives through fitness and mindset resources and tools. As I mentioned, I've worked with many coaches. Some are much better than others, but most only look at the body transformation aspect without even considering the mental implications. So I genuinely feel like I've hit a gap in the market with the offering that I'm providing through Aternum Fortis. Additionally, a lot of coaches will copy and paste what's worked with one client onto another client. But when you've got single dads, you've got young professionals in the city, you've got investment bankers, you've got construction workers, you've got so many different types of life, which all require tailored workouts and a different approach. And as we know, that one size fits all approach just doesn't work. So my commitment to you is that I want to revolutionize the online coaching space and provide a bespoke, tailored offering to enhance the entire scope of health with the men that I work with. So this leads on nicely to our offering. So in a nutshell, we offer one-to-one online fitness coaching and mindset resources and support in order to help men find their edge or otherwise refine their edge and get in the best mental and physical space of their lives. So this includes a minimum of weekly check-ins, but up to daily support on anything nutritional, workout specific, or mindset assistance. We aspire to be the best in class on the entire scope of men's health. First of all, we want to understand you, your mindset, what works well, what doesn't work well, are there any limiting beliefs, what's preventing you from attaining your goals, and are there any disruptive habits which we can work on to ultimately get you from good to great. As mentioned, by understanding you first, we then create a tailored plan around your lifestyle, your mindset, and your goals to ultimately see you thrive and making it easier for you by aligning to what already works well for you and avoiding what's proven not to work. We're all wired differently, so from one individual to another, the way that you can achieve your results is very different to how someone else will succeed. And that's exactly what we are trying to do at Aternum Fortis, creating a bespoke and hands-on approach to level up the entirety of your health, your wellness, and your fitness. So the first stage is to build habits, to build positive habits and keep compounding them day after day, week after week. Each week there'll be a new challenge for you, and incrementally we turn up that notch a little bit week on week, to the extent where you're comparing month on month, progress is sensational. As mentioned, we're here to provide daily support on anything required, reacting to any incoming requirements on nutrition, gym form, motivational support, or anything else. You'll be added to a community of brothers who all want the best for each other and want to see each other win. Unfortunately, this band of brothers approach is very rare in today's society. Therefore, to have an online community of like-minded people who are trying to progress in all areas of their life is a great asset to everyone involved. You will also have access to our members portal full of gym tips, nutrition advice, and mindset tools. This is being added to every week, keeping up with latest research, latest studies, and only the highest quality and most impactful information will be put on there for you. There are no contracts, no crazy high ticket investments, no automation, and no scammy apps. Everything we do is one-to-one. It's hands-on and, as mentioned, bespoke to you. So as a quick sample of testimonials, we have Luke, who is proud to restore his self-confidence and having his dream physique, and can now return to confidently having his top off in just a matter of weeks. We have Edward, who in 3 weeks lost 4 kilograms of fat and has since continued this amazing trend. And we also have Josh, whose chaotic fatherhood lifestyle rarely allowed him the time to put his nutrition and fitness first. But through structure, diet, and routine, he lost considerable amounts of weight, managed to carve out efficient sections of time to achieve his fitness goals and progress his body goals, and is now even running marathons. So many people who have worked with Aternum Fortis have lost body fat, gained muscle, and also gained confidence again in their bodies and selves. They have also all regained structure in their lives and are now more knowledgeable on fitness and their own bodies to take this forward and progress. The greatest feedback I have received is just how powerful it is having structure, knowledge, and someone in your corner who wants to see you win. And I'm absolutely proud that we have this effect on 100% of people who've come through Aternum Fortis so far. So next steps. So all you have to do now is simply apply. You'll see the application form below this video, and all answers will come in directly to myself, and then I'll reach out directly to you on WhatsApp. We can then either jump on a call or go back and forth in the chat and get you signed up and closer towards your goals. Once you're signed up, I'll provide you with the induction form so we can learn a little bit more about you on a broader range of topics. And then I'll get to work in creating the perfect plan for you, tailored around your work, your lifestyle, your habits, your mindset, and ultimately to achieving your goals. And then simply we get to work. If this all sounds good to you, then feel free to click the below form. No contracts, no tie-ins. First we'll have a chat and then we'll go from there. Hopefully you apply, and hopefully we're working together soon. It's going to be a very exciting journey together.